Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I am sharing my very own version of pho, a rice noodle soup cuisine that is originated from Vietnam. Making a pho is a long process, so please bear with me. I have created a step-by-step process for you to follow, and please do let me know if you have any questions. All right, let's get started. In this process, we will need beef bones. I am using bone marrow. We will also need water, just enough to cover the bones and boil it for 30 minutes. The first step is the initial boiling process of the bones, which is crucial to get rid of the impurities, scum, or layer of dirt from the bones before we start tenderizing the meat around the bones that we are using. So, right, 30 minutes has passed. We'll start boiling. We need to mix the pot to loosen up the scums, and we need to drain the pot, straining the bones, then rinse the bones so that we can get rid of the other dirt around it, and we will need to replace it with water. I've added 12 to 14 cups of water. I'm also adding 2 tablespoons of salt. I'm using rock sea salt, but any type will do. Then we will need to boil this for 4 hours. We also need to check every now and then or within the 2-hour time frame, add water if needed. So in the meantime, we can proceed to the next step, and that is preparing the spices. Listed here are the spices that we will need. So in a frying pan, we will need to combine and roast all the spice given on the list except the ones in the bottom list, such as the onion and ginger. These are the ones you see here, and we will need to roast it for 2 to 3 minutes. So once that's done, we will need to transfer all the spices to a clean cheesecloth or a flour cloth. You can find this from any store like Walmart, Target. I am using a flour cloth here. So once that's done, we can start roasting half of the onion and ginger, which also I split in half. We're doing this so that we can achieve that smoky flavor. And we'll just continue flipping it for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. And once that's done, you can start transferring it to the bag along with the other spices. We need to tie it and add the bag of spices to the pot, and this is within the 3rd hour of the boiling process. So here we are in step 4. We can now prepare for the other meats that we want included in our menu. I am adding 1.5 to 1 pound of slices of brisket, a bag of meatballs, beef meatballs cut in halves each. So at approximately 4 hours of the boiling process, we can now add the slices of brisket. and cook it for half an hour. Also, we can start boiling some water, about 3 to 4 liter cups of water for our rice noodle. And after half an hour, I am adding the beef balls, and I'll be adding a tablespoon of patis or fish sauce. So here we are in step 5. As we wait for the meats to cook, we can now prepare for the rice noodle. And now that the water we prepared earlier is boiling, just add a tablespoon of oil. Then we can start dipping the noodles using a strainer. The noodles that I bought here only takes 10 seconds per portion, so it's a lot easier. There are dry ones that you can use, but you'll need to soak them for like half an hour before dipping into the water. And once that's done, rinse them with cold water so that the noodles won't be sticking together, and divide them into 3 to 4 servings. So finally, here we are at the second to the last step, prepping our garnish. Here we will need the green onions, serrano peppers, and basil. I am using sweet basil since this is the only one available in our area. We also need cilantro, and we'll cut them like so. I have also added the half of the onion here as well. So at this point, the soup should be almost ready. Add salt or fish sauce if necessary and adjust it to your taste. So here we are at the final step. Now let us put the soup together. We'll start with our bowl with our briskets. You can add one or two. Then followed by the meatballs. After the meatballs, we can also add the garnishes that we prepared earlier. We can start with our onion, the green onions, cilantro, then our basil, and serrano peppers. And finally, we can add the soup. Once this is done, it should be ready to be served. I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. And enjoy, by the way. Also, please do let me know if you have tried cooking it. And if you do have any questions, just leave a message and I'll answer any questions you may have regarding this recipe. Also, you can add bean sprouts or lime or lemon juice, which I don't have at this point when I was making it. Also, add some sriracha and hoisin sauce to add additional flavor to the soup. This soup is best consumed when it's cold outside or even when you feel under the weather. Again, thank you for watching.